Hey y'all, so if you saw our last video on making Spam, this video is somewhat similar because it's at the same event. I'm actually doing this intro still while on vacation down in Florida. That's why the setting looks a little bit different. But in this one, instead of Spam, we're making bacon. Now, a lot of people think of bacon coming off of the pork belly. Well, with wild game, with wild hogs, there's really not that much fat on the pork belly. So we did something a little bit different. If you've ever bought turkey bacon, obviously that is not just carved right off of a turkey breast, off of a turkey leg. It's actually processed. So what they do is they grind up turkey meat and then they form it. And so that is exactly what we did in this case. And two of our clients that were participating in the Field to Table event actually made this for us, actually for the entire group. And what they did, they ground up a bunch of hog. They added the spices, which we will put the recipe, I'll put the link down in the description here. But they ground everything up and they formed it in a pan and then baked it. It is super simple, but then you slice it thin. It's cooked and it's ready to eat then, just like turkey bacon is. But you can also go ahead and throw it in the frying pan to add that texture to it, which you'll hear in this video Chef Albert talk about a little bit. But anyway, just a different way to do some of your wild hog. I suppose you could probably even do it with venison if you wanted to. You just have to add some fat to it. But anyway, it turned out really good. The guys did a great job. It'll also give you an inside look of what a From Field to Table event is actually like. It's a short video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you all on the next video. What are you guys making?
We're making bacon.
Making bacon.
Yeah.
That's just fun to say. All right, so we got wild pork.
And fat.
And fat.
And fat. Do you know how much fat? What percentage?
1 pound fat, 4 pounds pork.
Nice. So 25%.
And 1 pound is 5 pounds. So 1 pound out of 5 pounds is 20%.
He said 4 pounds. Just trying to mess with me with my math, and I'm not saying my math is good, but I think it's a little better than that. So for them making bacon, will they do 2 passes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. 2 passes. And we're going to put this into the made with meat mixer because we're going to grind other meats. So, and we don't want the spices to go through the blades on this one. So
You have a little meat stuff on the side.
okay, so we just shut it up. Don't shut it. Take your foot off the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all basically. We could have taken the fat off that fatty pig and used the fat, and you're good to go.
Now, if you were only making this, could you have put all the other ingredients, mix it all together, and then put it through?
Like all the spices?
All the spices?
Yeah, you could. Some chefs don't like the spices to go through the blades because they don't want the salts to affect the sharpness of the blade. And we have meat mixers that we want this really, really mixed, and we're going to pack it super dense so that then we'll pack it and bake it. Then when it comes out of the oven, we'll chill it, and then you should be able to slice it just like bacon. And then you bag it up, freeze it. When you're in hunting camp, you take the bag out, put it on the griddle, and you have breakfast bacon in no time flat.
Ready?
Yep.
So what's the purpose of running it through twice?
Because we want that fine. We want it really, really fine so that when we put it on the slice, after it's set up, after it's baked, when we put it on the slicer, it's dense. Almost like the jerky meat from Jerky Shooter. It's pretty much the same thing. So, you know what? Let me get a half of you.
Bacon.
Should we draw a picture of Miss Piggy on there?
Yeah.
So put this on the bottom shelf. When you open it, this first up,
Okay.
take the plastic off on the label when you do it.
Really? We don't leave that in there? It's extra protein.
Yeah.
I'll let you do the work.
And you guys
So we're putting it in there. How long? What temperature?
1 hour for 350.
All right. And now what are you checking?
So this is the bacon here.
Okay.
And let's just put this right next to our spam for a second.
Same thing with it.
Same thing with this. Yep, same
So-
temperature for both.
So what's the temperature we're supposed to be at this one?
160 as well. It's coming up a little slower than the last one, which is good to see.
There we go.
There it is.
All right. So same thing with it. Just let it cool.
I believe so. Yep.
Cool. All right.
Thanks a lot.
And this is the bacon.
This is how they make turkey bacon.
Is it?
Yep.
We don't have an electric slicer, just
Yeah, we do.
All right, so now let's try the bacon. We didn't fry it. Our butter?
In what?
We didn't fry it. Put it in the frying pan or on the griddle. Breakfast.
Sweeter than I thought.
There's a lot of sugar in that. But if you remember, if you brown it on a griddle, you know, imagine that char with that flavor. Good, that tastes good.